The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. You can sit there and catch me eating the end of my lunch. Hi, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for the 6th day of May, 2021. You did remember to think of your mother so far. I have to go get something tomorrow for mine. For Mother's Day, are we? Today we go back to August 12th, Friday, by the way, August 12th, 1949, for this big one between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Giants. Both of them are chasing the St. Louis Cardinals and Brooklyn Dodgers. The Cardinals' lead over the Dodgers is again one game. The Phillies are 58-54. They will go with Hank Bowery on the mound this afternoon on a rainy day in Manhattan. Clint Hartung gets the emergency start because Sheldon Jones pitched yesterday. So it would be an as-played lineup, but the computer used Jones as the next available starter, and Jones wasn't going to start 2 games in a row. So Hartung looking for his 7th win of the year, and the Giants looking to go 62-50 and just keep the pressure on the Cardinals and the Dodgers. Next, as Retro Sports Network presents Major League Baseball Replay 1949 today from the Polo Grounds in New York. It is the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. And so Hartung was as surprised as anybody to get the start. This will be his 24th. He has a 4-game hitting streak, and his nickname is Floppy. 26 years old, a fastball pitcher at 85, and a flyball pitcher. Making his 3rd start against the Phillies. He has thrown 12 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 6 and struck out 3. He is 0-2 against Philadelphia with an ERA of 3. That's pretty good. His last appearance came 5 days ago against the Cardinals on the 7th. A win, as a matter of fact. 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. Hold on one brief moment. So, overall, 169 in the 3rd innings, 175 hits, 23 homers, 105 runs in total, 98 earned. He has walked 97 and struck out 41. And again, he's already exceeded his real-life inning total. This will be the lineup that he will face. Richie Ashburn leads off in center field. Grant Hamner at short will bat second. Nicholson in right will go third. Del Ennis cleans up in left. Dick Sisler will play first and bat fifth. Puddinhead Jones at third will bat sixth. Goliath at seventh will bat seventh and play second. Andy Semenick will bat eighth behind the plate, and Bowery is on the mound. He should throw about 135 pitches. Whitey Lockman is a 7 and a 4 and left as we set up the Giant defense. Bobby Thompson for Maldito Beer as a 9 and a 6 in center. Willard Marshall an 8 and a 9 in right. Sid Gordon a 4 at third. Bill Rigney a 3 at short. Hank Thompson is a 5 at second. And LaFada is a 2 at first. Ray Muller behind the plate. He's a 3 and a 3. And Hartung is an 8 on the mound with a .957 fielding percentage. Ashburn steps in at 260. 2 homers and 41 RBI. It's a rainy day in New York City. 79 degrees. Winds blowing in from center at 6 miles an hour. And this one starts with a line drive in the left field. Lockman will pick it up. And Whitey has himself a single. Here's Grant Hamner at 259, 5 homers and 45 RBI. Also sitting on a 12-game hitting streak. Ashburn goes, hit and run is on, ground ball in the left field. Lockman will pick it up. Ritchie scampers to third, and the Phillies have runners on the corners and nobody out for Bill Nicholson. Nicholson at 242, 8 homers and 32 RBI. Popped up. Thompson by the bag at second, 1 out. And now I'll bring up Del Ennis at 301, 14 homers and 75 RBI. Good-sized crowd here at the Polo Grounds. Remember, the Giants are trying to hang on to both St. Louis and Brooklyn. Pitch to Ennis. There goes Hamner. Another hit and run, and that will go foul. Somebody from Newark made that catch, and the count is no balls and a strike. Throw to first, Hamner back. Hartung deals. There's a fly ball in the left center field. Lockman will move over, make the catch. Ashburn goes back to tag, and he'll score without a throw. So 1-0 Philadelphia here in the first. For Dick Sisler, 276, 4 triples, 5 homers, and 27 RBI. Pitch is a fly ball to right. Marshall will track that one down, and down go the Phillies. They do get a run, however, on 2 hits and no errors. They leave a runner on, half an inning in the books. It's the Phillies 1, the Giants coming up. So Bowery Boy takes the mound. Hank is 8-6 on the year with a 3.33 ERA. He is making his 20th start of the season. He is 33 years old. A fastball pitcher at 83 and a fly ball pitcher. Against the Giants, he's made 3 previous starts, 26 innings, 17 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 2. But all that to tell you, he's 2-0 with an ERA of 2.08. Last pitched on the 7th of August against the Pirates, a no decision, despite going 9 innings. Allowed 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. So overall, 154 innings for Hank, 153 hits, 13 homers, 68 runs, 57 earned. He has walked 42 and struck out 26. He last faced the Giants and beat them on May 28th, a 9-inning game where he allowed 9 hits and 3 runs. Hank Thompson will lead off for the Giants at second base. Whitey Lockman in left will bat second. Bobby Thompson in center will hit third. Willard Marshall in left will clean up, and right will clean up. Sid Gordon at third will bat fifth. LaFada at first will bat sixth. Bill Rigney at short will hit seventh. Ray Mueller behind the plate goes eighth, and Hartung, who threw 14 pitches, will bat ninth. Defensively for the Phillies, Ennis is 7 and a 7 in left. Ashburn a 10 and an 8 in center. Nicholson a 5 and an 8 in right. Willie Jones is a 9 at third. Grant Hamner a 5 at short. Goliot is a 6 at second. Sisler a 5 at first. And Semenick is a 6 and a 9 behind the plate. Bowery is a 7 on the mound with a 1,000 fielding percentage. Thompson at 329, 6 homers and 27 RBI, an 11-game hitting streak. Pitch from Bowery is a line drive to third, and Jones is there, 1 out. Brings up Whitey Lockman, 274, 12 homers, 59 RBI. Bowery deals, and there's a ground ball to short. Hamner over to first, and there's 2 quick out. So it brings up DJ John, Oh, brings up Bobby Thompson. How you doing? Good morning from the left coast. Just in time to see your hero. Bobby at 295, 23 homers, and 96 RBI. Bowery winds and deals. Popped up. Good morning, Jamie. Jones into foul territory. Willie's got a ton of room, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We've played one in New York in the rain. It's the Phillies 1, the Giants nothing. So here's Willie. I still say Puddinhead looks like some creepy dude that takes your tickets at an amusement park. 258, 12 homers, and 63 RBI for the man affectionately known as Puddinhead. Hartung's pitch. Here's a liner up the middle. Thompson is there. He'll dive and make the catch on the wet grass. So he robbed Jones of an extra base hit, 1 out. And here's Mike Goliath. Mike at 286, a homer, and 4 RBI. Kind of looks a little bit like Tony Kubek in that picture, doesn't it? That's a tremendous shot. You would not believe that that picture would be approximately 73 years old. The pitch. There's a slow bounder to Rigney, almost on the grass. Bang banger to first. Goliath's running, and he beat it out. So an infield hit, and that'll bring up Semenuk, Andy, at 282, 28 homers and 69 RBI. 1 out, 1-0 Phils here in the top of the second. Semenuk in the left field. Lockman will corral that for the out. 2 out. For the pitcher, Bowery. Hank hitting 245 with 7 RBI. Hartung, as we said, got the emergency start because yesterday for the Giants was one of those games where I believe it was as scheduled but not as played. And the computer used Sheldon Jones, who may always be available but can only throw 20 pitches a day. So Hartung isn't due to start for a while, and he got the call instead. Pitch to Bowery. There's a ground ball to Lafado. Takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Hondo Hurricanes always ready. That's right. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave a runner on after an inning and a half. It's the Phillies 1, the Giants nothing. So Willard Marshall will lead off. Gordon and Lafado do up. Marshall at 341, 7 homers and 56 RBI. Line drive, Sisler's there, 1 out. Here's Gordon, Sid at 308, having a monster year, 26 homers and 76 RBI. Bowery's pitch. Popped up left side. Jones makes the catch for the out, 2 away. It's Joe Lafada. He's at 271, no homers, 3 triples, and 8 RBI. And he did not write Hakuna Matata. Just saying. Lafada swings a ground ball to Goliath over to first, and it's 4-3 on the card. Giants go in order. We played 2. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. So the first 9 for Hartung on 31 pitches. 2 innings. 3 hits, the run was earned. Ashburn singled to start the game and scored. And now he draws a walk. 3-0 cutter was so low it hit the dirt. And Richie's on. Here's Hamner. Granville is 1 for 1. He singled to start the game. Throw to first. Ashburn is back. Pitch from Hartung. Hamner slaps it down to first. Lafada takes it to the bag himself. Ashburn will move to second. And that is an out. So 1 out for Bill Nicholson, who's 0 for 1. There's a fly ball to right. Marshall will grab it. Ashburn will tag and bluff. 2 out for Ennis, who had the sac fly. And remember, in 49, it counts as an at-bat. So 2 out, runner on second. Here's the pitch to Ennis. And there's a base hit into right center field. Ashburn will round third and will score. And it's 2-0 Philadelphia. And that'll bring up Sisler, who's 0 for 1. The Phillies trying to go 59 and 54. This is game 113 for them. And for the Giants, this is game 112 of 154. Sisler fouls it off. And the count goes to 1-2. Hartung already over his real-life numbers. He's thrown 172 innings now. Ball 4, he lost him. So runners on first and second, 2 out for Willie Jones. Pudd'nhead is 0 for 1. Not a lot of speed on the bases for the Phils at the moment. Ennis and Sisler are average runners. Phillies already have a runner in. Pitch to Jones. Gets away from Muller. And everybody will move up 90 on the wild pitch. So Hartung is a bit high-strung, I think it's fair to say. And the count to Jones is 1-0. We were talking about this last night about the Baltimore Oriole pitcher. Lost a perfect game because of a drop strike 3. Faced 27 batters and threw a first pitch strike to 26. That's incredible. Pitch to Jones. There's a fly ball right center field. Thompson will grab it. And the side is retired. Phillies get a run on a hit and no errors. We leave 2 on. We go to the bottom of the third inning. It's 2-0 Phils. So it'll be Rigney, Muller, and Hartung to face Bowery here in the third. Bill at 310, 6 homers, and 36 RBI. And I don't know if any of you are hockey fans watching live, but the Rangers and the Capitals had 4 fights in the first 5 minutes. Pitch to Rigney. Got him. He looked at a 84-mile-an-hour fastball, 1 out. Well, that'll bring up Muller, 227, 2 homers, and 15 RBI. Pitch from Bowery. There's a line drive to Hamner, who leaps and makes a web gem. That had left center written all over it, and Hamner just knocked it away. So 2 out for Hartung, who's hitting 276. 7 homers and 15 RBI. Jamie says the old saying, "Went to the fights and the hockey game broke out." Well, that was certainly the case last night. Pitch to Hartung. Here's a line drive to second. Goliad is there, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the fourth. Phillies 2, Giants nothing. So here are the standings. St. Louis and Brooklyn have left the door open. They've both lost 6 of 10. The Cardinal lead is 1. The Giants are now 6 back. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, who play good baseball, are 9.5 back. The Braves have faded away, 12.5. And we won't talk about Chicago and Cincinnati. How you doing, Captain Carl? In the American League, the Yankees lead over Cleveland is 8. Boston has won 8 of 10. They're 13 back. They're no longer moving to Montreal. Tigers and Sens are now under 500. And if you are a fan of Chicago baseball, well, 1949 is not your year. And the Browns have the cellar in the American League, and they've lost 8 of 10. Goliath singled his first time up. Neither are most years. Pitch to Goliath is a line drive to second. Thompson's there for 1 out. That's not true. Anybody can have a bad century. Hope you're well too, Brad. Here's Semenick. And he's 0 for 1. Got him. First strikeout for Hartung. He swings and misses on an 0-2 curve. And 2 out for Bauer. He is 0 for 1. Hartung delivers. And there's a fly ball to center. Thompson goes back and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4. Something cooking here for Mr. Bowery. 2-0 Phils. So the first 9 for Bowery on 24 pitches and 3 innings. Throwing a strikeout, and that's it. So we're going to be redundant and say everybody's 0 for 1. Thompson trying to extend his 11-game hitting streak. Bowery deals, and there's a fly ball to shallow left center. Ashburn rides the Schwinn, 1 out. Brings up Lockman. And Whitey line drive to Hamner, who makes another fantastic play. 2 out for Bobby Thompson, who's 0 for 1. Yep, the Pale Hosts had some great pitching staffs during the 60s, 50s too. But they could hold batting practice in a hotel lobby. I'll even go one better than that. They could hold batting practice in a china shop. Pitch to Thompson. There's a fly ball to left. Back goes Ennis. He'll turn and watch that one go. There goes the perfecto, the no-hitter, and the shutout. And the Giants are on the board. It is 2-1. So, Maldito. And I need to find one of those ads from Peru for Maldito beer. For Thompson, that's his 24th of the year. And there's 2 out for Marshall, who's 0 for 1. So the first base runner for the Giants makes a whole mess of noise. Marshall hits a grounder right side past a diving Goliath. And that's the second hit for the Giants. Here's Gordon. Sid is 0 for 1. Bowery's pitch. Right side, Nicholson will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Giants get on the board. Bobby Thompson's line drive down the line and left has the Giants in the scorebooks a run on 2 hits and no errors after 4. 2-1 Phils. So it's now a steady rain here at the Polo Grounds. 83 degrees and no wind. Hartung threw 18 batters, 63 pitches, 4 hits, 4 innings, because I read that in the right order. He has walked 2 and struck out 1, and both the Philly runs are earned. Ashburn has singled and walked. It's a lace base hit into right field. Ashburn is going for 3 as that got down in the corner. And Richie has his 8th triple of the year. So the Phillies fight right back. Here's Granny. Grand 1 for 2 with a single. Pitch from Hartung. There's a line drive to short. Rigney's there, 1 out. How you doing, Buck? Doing well here. Here's Nicholson. Bill is 0 for 2. Ashburn on third. 1 out. Top the 5th. Ball 4. So Nicholson took a 3-1 fastball high and inside. Glad you're doing well. 1 out for Ennis. Dell drove in both the Philly runs. Ashburn in the first and Ashburn in the third. And look where Ashburn is here in the 5th, on third. Muller goes out to talk to Hartung. Clint says, I'm fine. Here's the pitch. Ennis in the left center field. Lockman going back. That should score Richie. Ashburn will tag. He will score. So 3 RBI in a day for Ennis. And they've all come to score Richie Ashburn. 2 out for Sisler, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. And yep, today, speaking of Giants, maybe the biggest giant of them all, not named Lawrence Taylor, is Willie Mays. And today, the 6th day of May, 2021, is his 90th birthday. Which means that he's younger than Vin Scully, isn't he? Pitch to Sisler. There's a fly ball right center field. Marshall will turn and watch that one go. So the Phillies add to their lead. It's now 4-1, or 5-1 rather. As Sisler, don't mind the measurement there, it's a 6th. It's Sisler, not Ennis. And that ball was put over the bullpen tomatoes into the second deck. So 5-1. Here's Jones. Willie's 0 for 2. Hartung deals. There's a fly ball to left field. Lockman will grab that one off the wall, and Jones is on with a double. So we're going to go talk to Mr. Hartung. Clint says he's strong. Giants bullpen, not the best in the world. Andy Hansen and Kirby Higbee start to warm. Two out here, top of the 5th. Willie was the best player that Vinny Scully at 94 had ever seen. And trust me, he saw a lot of good players in the National League. And a lot of them on the Dodgers on a day-in and day-out basis. Here's Goliath. 1 for 2 with a single. This time around into center field. Thompson going back. But goodness, there's a driving range back there, and that will retire the side. So, Mr. Sisler with a 2-run shot in the right center field leads a 3-run outburst for the Phils. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Halfway home on a Thursday afternoon, 5-1 Phillies. Well, if you joined us late, here's how we got here. Grant Hamner with a single in the first. Now is a 13-game hitting streak. Ennis a fly ball. Sac fly to make it 1-0 Phillies in the top of the first. They'd make it 2-0 on a Dell and a single to score Richie Ashburn. In the fourth, Bobby Thompson down the line and left his 24th of the year to make it 2-1. In the fifth, Dell Ennis a sac fly to score Richie Ashburn to make it 3-1. Then Dick Sisler makes you all hungry. A 2-run blast in the corner and right center to make it 5-1. So Bowery, a 2-hitter through 4. And Hartung, 5 innings, 7 hits, and 5 earned runs. All-around player, Jamie says. Maybe Hank Aaron was the closest. How you doing there, Mr. Forsberg? Hank was close to, otherwise can't think of anybody like Mays. I'd agree with that. Here's Joe LaFada. He's 0 for 1. Giants got their work cut out for them. They're down 5-1. LaFada swings. Ground ball to third. Jones across the way. 1 out. So here's Rigney. Bill is the lone strikeout victim for Bowery. Bauer retired the first 9 men he faced. And then Thompson with a home run down the line and left in the 4th. Broke it all up. Rigney up the middle. Goliath throws to first, 2 out. Weather down, warm down where you guys are? I have a friend in the Tampa area that was complaining that it was already 90. And that's, according to my dear friend Ella Fitzgerald, just too darn hot. Here's Muller. He's 0 for 1. 2 out, bottom of the 5th. And a 5-1 Philadelphia lead. And that's a pop-up. Jones on the left side. Is he going to run out of real estate? Yes, he is. Hits the top of the dugout. And because I know Mark always likes to know, and he just subbed for his 7th straight month, by the way, playing the 12th of August of Friday, 1949. Jamie says it is in the 90s down here. It will only last another 5 months. John says it was 90 here yesterday in NorCal. I thought you were down in Los Angeles. I have a friend I went to high school with. She's in the Tahoe area and is very concerned about how dry your winter was. Pitch to Muller. There's a pop-up. Hamner will make the catch, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 6th, 5-1 Phils. 70s in Carolina, where nothing could be finer. Alexa, what's the weather?
Currently, in Burlington is 54 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect intermittent clouds, with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 37 degrees.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Just in case you're jealous. It'll be Seminick, Bowery, and Ashburn here in the 6th. Andy's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Hartog winds and deals. There's a base hit left center field. Lockman couldn't get there. Seminick is going to have in the second standing, and that's his 11th double of the year. So, this one appears to be all Philadelphia. Here's Bowery. He's 0 for 2. John, yep, very dry. Born and raised in Los Angeles, but 30 years outside of Sacramento. Bowery drops one down. Muller throws it away. How about that? That went into right field. So Bowery, who might have beat out the throw anyway, is going to be on. And Seminick goes to third. Muller threw that in the outfield. Marshall picks it up. And that's the first error for the Giants. So here's Richie Ashburn. Hartung threw his first 27, 83 pitches, 5 innings plus, 8 hits. The home run to Thompson. No, look at their other side run. Sisler. He's pitching for the Giants. Don't read the Giants box score. He has walked 3 and struck out 1, and all 5 runs are earned. Pitch to Ashburn. Here's a slow bounder to Gordon. Going to try for 2. Hank Thompson for 1. LaFada, I don't think so. I think that will be a fielder's choice. It is. And it goes 5-4 on the card. 6-1 Phils. Here's Hamner. Grant is 1 for 3 with a single. There's a ground ball to third. This might be 2. Thompson for 1 from Gordon over to LaFada, and that goes around the horn. So 1 batter too late as far as the Giants are concerned. Phillies get another run. It's unearned on the hit and the error. After 5.5, it's 6-1 Phils. So we'll let Hartung stay in the game. Mark had some high winds in Carolina a few days ago. A few down trees, but nothing too bad. Hartung is 0 for 1. Pitch from Bowery is a long drive to left, and that's gone. So Hartung, I believe that's his 8th of the year. Yes, it is his 8th of the year. And it's 6-2, Phils. That was a laser shot down the line and left. So that one dodged the raindrops here. Only the third hit allowed. Bowery, as we start the sixth inning, has only thrown 49 pitches to 18 batters. 5+ innings, 3 hits, but 2 of them have left the yard, Thompson and Hartung. And he has struck out 1. Both the runs are earned. Hank Thompson still looking to stretch that hitting streak out to 12. Is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that's the rain delay. Doesn't that figure you burn the pitcher, and then the rain hits? And oh yeah, because we finish every game, this was an official game, this should be over. But we had 103 minutes of rain delay theater. And so on the hill for the Phils is Jim Istanbul. Constantine is 32 years old. He's a knuckleball pitcher and a standard pitcher. And when he throws the fastball, it tops out at 83. He has not won a game this year. He is 0-6 with 5 saves and an ERA of 5.67. Fourth appearance against the Giants. 4 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2, and has an ERA against New York of 9.64. He last pitched against the Dodgers yesterday in Brooklyn, an inning and 2/3 and a hit. So overall, 54 innings, 71 hits, 5 homers, 43 runs, 34 earned. He's walked 27 and struck out 22. And those numbers are, of course, a far cry for what he would do for the Phillies in real life in 1950. Pitch to Thompson is a ground ball to Hamner over to Sisler, 1 out. First or second shot for you, John? Here's Lockman. Whitey is 0 for 2. The rain has stopped. There is no wind. It is still 86 degrees, so it's sultry in Manhattan. Lockman's 0 for 2. Whitey swings, and that's up the middle. Ashburn will field that one, 2 out. Brings up Bobby Thompson, who's 1 for 2. He got the Giants on the board in the 4th with his 24th of the year. John's getting his first shot today. In the right field. Back goes Nicholson. He'll turn and watch it go. So Maldito for everybody, as it's now 6-3 Philadelphia. So Thompson took the line both times. The first time it was to left field, and this time he puts it the opposite way into right. So the crowd loving that. And that brings up Willard Marshall, who's 1 for 2. He's gotten himself a single. So Bowery, who was cruising right along, Constantine has given up 2 since the rain delay. Pitch to Marshall is laced into left field, and that ball is gone. So Kaboom City here at the Polo Grounds. That's the 8th of the year for Willard, and it's 6-4 Philadelphia. This is Willard Marshall, of course, not Thompson. And that hit the facing of the scoreboard out in left field. And somewhere up in the Super Sky boxes, you can hear Lorenzo going, Maldito! Here's Gordon. Sid is 0 for 2. There's a ground ball back to Constantine over to first, and that's an out. But boy, did that one take a while. 3 runs on 3 home runs and no errors. We go to the 7th. It's a new ball game, 6-4, Phils. So Andy Hansen will come in to pitch. Yeah, home run derby indeed. Andy, 7-5 with 5 saves. And an ERA of 4.29, making his 29th appearance of the year. Swede, 24 years old. Fastball pitcher, 85, and a flyball pitcher. Against the Phils, this is his 5th appearance, 9 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned. He's walked 7, struck out 5. Has a win, but an ERA of 6. He last pitched an inning against St. Louis on the 7th. It was clean. So overall, 56 2/3 innings, 49 hits, 6 home runs, 30 total, 27 earned. He's walked 30 and struck out 19. And in that ball game against St. Louis, he picked up his 5th save. Nicholson steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Ennis and Sisler. Yes, this is a day game. Friday afternoon, August 12th, 1949. Pitch to Nicholson is in the left center field. Thompson comes in, 1 out. So here's Ennis. Dell has driven in Richie Ashburn 3 times today. Twice on a sac fly and once on a single. Hansen's pitch. Up the middle, Rigney is there, 2 out. Bring up Dick Sisler. He homered into right center up above where the bullpen pitchers sit. His 6th of the year, he's driven in 29. Up the middle, Thompson's got it over to LaFada. Stretch time, 6-4, Phils. LaFada is 0 for 2. Rigney, Muller, and we'll see. Pitch to LaFada is in the center field. Ashburn goes back, makes the catch. 1 out for Rigney. Bill is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Up the middle, Constantine throws to first, 2 out. And so the Giants really want Muller to get out so they can use Hansen another inning. Ray is 0 for 2. Constantine has the first 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. In the center field, Ashburn runs in. He'll make the catch to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 7, 6-4 Phils. Here's Willie Jones. Willie is 1 for 3. Puddinhead has a double. Goliath and Semenuk to follow. And then the pitcher spot as we start the 8th. 6-8-0 for the Phils. They've left on 5. 4, 5, and 1 for the Giants. And they've only left on a runner. Got him. He swung on and missed an 85-mile-an-hour fastball for 1 out. Brings up Goliath. Mike is 1 for 3 with a single. Hansen delivers. And there's a ground ball base hit left side. Gordon should have made that play. He didn't. 1 out for Semenuk. That's the 11th double of the year. In this game, he's 1 for 3. Also scored and struck out. 6-4 Phils in the 8th. There's a ground ball to third. Gordon. Thompson for 1. Over to LaFata, and Semenuk will beat it out. So it's 5-4 on the fielder's choice. 2 out for the pitcher, Constantine. Jim is not batted in the replay. He is 3 for 17 in real life. And he will still not bat in the replay as Jackie Mayo comes in to pinch hit. Jackie, 5 for 41 on the replay, hitting 122 with an RBI. Hansen's pitch gets away from Muller, and Semenuk moves up to second. It does sound, Jackie Mayo, it does sound like a mob name, doesn't it? Imagine if his name was Duke. Count is full, 3-2 to Mayo. Hansen's pitch, lost him. Ball 4. So the fastball was inside, 2 out for Ashburn. Richie's 2 for 3. He is singled, tripled, drove in his 42nd run, and was driven home 3 times by Del Ennis. Ashburn up the middle. Thompson's got it. Snap throw to first, and that will do it. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Ken Trinkle. That does not sound like a mob name. Coming in to pitch for the Phillies, 6-4. So obviously we'll pinch hit for Hansen here. Trinkle, making his 29th appearance, is 5-3 with a 3.72 ERA. Safe situation. 29 years old, fastball pitcher 85, and a ground ball pitcher. More like a urologist question. Remember John Urea from the Cardinals? I always got a kick out of that. Mr. Gardner's walking the dog, so CJ is taking a Trinkle. Ken against the Giants. This is his only his second appearance, but he was Christmas treed his last time out against them. Inning and 2/3, a hit. 6 runs all earned. He walked 6 and didn't strike out anybody. And no surprise, he took a loss. His last outing was against the Pirates on the 7th, an inning and 2/3 of clean baseball. 38 and 2/3 innings pitched, 34 hits. A homer, 19 runs, 16 earned. He's walked 18 and struck out 8. And so this brings up the eternal question, who can hit a righty? And the answer is Johnny Mize. Johnny at 268, 16 homers and 68 RBI, 6-4 Phils as we start the bottom of the 8th inning. Had a 103-minute rain delay in this one. Pitch to Mize is a ground ball, a slow bounder. Jones has it. The bang-bang play is in time, 1 out. Yeah, we hope that Mr. Trinkle doesn't relieve himself on the mound. Yes. Here's Thompson. Hank, his last chance to extend his hitting streak to 12. Ball 4. Well, he won't extend the hitting streak to 12. He will reach base, however. Here's Lockman. Whitey is 0 for 3 and is now the tying run. Trinkle throws to first, and they got him! Thompson was leaning too far the other way, and he is picked off. Jamie says, I think there was an Argentinian goalkeeper that would pee on the field before a penalty kick. Well, if it works for you once, I mean, athletes are the godfathers of superstition. Was it Moises Alou used to pee on his hands? Not making that one up. Pitch to Lockman is a line drive to Jones, and that will retire the side. So, No runs, no hit, no runner thrown out. We go to the ninth at 6-4 Phils. And it will be Kirby Higbee. They will double switch. Mize stays in the game. Kirby and I are not best of buddies. He is 0-2 with 2 saves and has literally wet the mound every time I brought him out there. 6.46 ERA, 17th appearance, old Hig. He's made a start. It was not against the Phillies. Second appearance against them, however, and has thrown 2/3 of an inning. His last outing was against the Cardinals on the 7th. A clean inning, 23 2/3, recorded 20 hits, 4 homers, 17 runs, all earned. He's walked 18 and struck out 8. 34 years old, a fastball pitcher at 85, and a flyball plus pitcher. It'll be Hamner, Nicholson, and Ennis here in the ninth. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Phils. They've left on 7. 4 runs, 5 hits, and an error for the Giants, and they've left on just 1. Kirby Higbee is also a name from a 1950s comedy film. Well, the way he pitches for me, that is a comedy. Pitch to Hamner. There's a base hit into right field, almost as if on cue, and that's a single. So that's the 10th hit for the Phils. Here's Nicholson. Bill is 0 for 3 with a walk. Higbee's pitch. Ball 4. He needs some flubber. It's going to drive me to drink. Here's Ennis. Dell is 1 for 4. It drove in Richie Ashburn 3 times in this game. And they're loaded. So here's Sisler. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nobody out, no place to put him. You just play him in. Pitch to Sisler. There's a ground ball to Mize. They throw to the plate to get Hamner. They try for 2. And do they get Sisler? Yes, they do! Oh, my goodness gracious. 3, 2, 3. On the double play. So Mize, Muller to Mize. There are no other kinds. And there's 2 out for Jones. So now if Higbee can get another pitch in this direction, he maybe get out of this clean. It'll be Thompson, Marshall, and Gordon for the Giants in the ninth. Yeah, Higbee loaded the bases to set up the 3-2-3 double play. Had him all the way, he'll say the reporters after the game. Pitch to Jones is a ground ball to Thompson over to Mize, and the Giants get away with it. So the Phils load the bases with nobody out, and that's why the double play is your best friend. We go to the bottom of the ninth. No runs, a hit, no errors. Phil Strand 2, 6-4 Philadelphia. So Thompson, who was homered to left and homered to right. Marshall, who was homered to left, and then Gordon. And then the pitcher spot. 2 to tie, 3 to win. So Thompson now is 25 on the year, and he's driven in 98. To third. Jones has to hurry, and Thompson beat it out. So the tying run is now at the plate. And Trinkle is trying not to. Here's Marshall. Willard is singled and homered. That one came in the 6th. Now is 8 on the year and driven in 57. And there's a fly ball to right. Nicholson going back, but that will stay in the yard for 1 out. Hooking down the line, and there wasn't any wind to help it. Here's Gordon. Gordon, of course, has 26 homers on the year. Not today, but 26 on the replay. Maybe 3-2-4 pitching the first baseman wasn't that fast. Nope. Pitch to throw to first. Thompson is back. Pitcher spot due up next. Gordon. Into right center. Ashburn, 2 out. So we'll pinch hit for old Higbee here. And we looked again to see that Bert Hoskin hit a righty. Bert at 348. No homers. He has 1 in real life and 9 RBI. In fact, Haas used to play for the Phils. So 2 out. Trinkle trying to trinkle down a save. White throws to first and Thompson's back. As a pinch hitter, Haas has driven in 5 and is hitting .353. Ground ball to first. That should do it. Sisler takes it to the bag, and the Phillies hang on to win this one 6-4. So a good ball game here. In fact, the rain delay almost lasted longer than the game itself. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Phils. They moved to 59-54. Giants fall to 61-51. They get 4 runs on 6 hits and an error. So Bowery gets the win. Rain shortened win. 5 innings. He goes to 9-6. 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 homers. Thompson and I believe Marshall. And struck out 1. Constantine, 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 homers. And then Trinkle gets the 6 out save. Hartung, again the emergency starter for Sheldon Jones, takes a loss. He goes to 6-13, 6 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs, all earned. The home run to Sisler. He walked 3 and struck out 1. Hansen and Higbee do the job. Maybe. So let's play the rest of the day in baseball, shall we? So on this Friday, the Cubs beat the Reds 4-1 at Wrigley. Judge Leonard goes to 10-9. Raffensperger goes to 12-13. And Cooper 2-3. A's beat the Yankees in Philadelphia in 10 innings. Bucky Harris goes to 2-4. Randy Buxton falls to 0-2. Juiced 3-5. 2 homers. He's got 19. And he drove in 5. A walk fest at Shibe Park. What is it? You go ahead and tell me there, Matt. 23 walks combined at Shibe Park. The Yankees walked 12, and the A's walked 11. And Houston, as we said, drove in 5. Tigers beat the Browns 4-3 and 10. Dizzy Trout goes to 2-4. Ferret falls to 2-4. Hoot Evers 3-5, his 8th of the year, and a double. The Shy Sox shut down the Indians 1-0. Gumpert 11-10 now. Early win falls to 3-9. Malone 2-3 with a double. The Senators just pound the Red Sox 12-4. Scarborough goes to 12-5. Chuck Stobbs 9-3. Sherry Robertson, oh Sherry baby, 4 for 6, 2 RBI and 2 doubles. By the way, in the Reds-Cubs game, the Reds had 4 errors. St. Louis beats Pittsburgh 4-2. Jerry Staley goes to 10-6. Bonham falls to 6-7. Oh, he was the F-bomb. Okay. Enos Country Slaughter was an F-bomb to the Pirates. He goes 4 for 4. The Dodgers pound the Braves 14-9. Don Newcomb 11-8 now, and Nels Potter takes the loss. He's 4-2. Heath 4 for 5 with a homer and 2 RBI. When we get together Next Tuesday for baseball, it'll be the Pirates and the Cardinals who have a 1-game lead over the Dodgers. Giants are 7 back. Phillies are 9.5 back. In the American League, the Yankees 8. The Red Sox 13. Higbee was not a fan of Jackie Robinson. Sad to hear that. All right, we might be with you sometime over the course of the weekend. All right, well, I'm glad you had a clean stream for most of it. We'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a great day, everybody. The final score, 6-4, Philadelphia. So long.